All right, Mike, just a couple things about how to operate this. Getting ready to pack it right now. First thing is clocks don't need to be level. This clock does not need to be level. It has to be made the correct angle so the tick is even and rhythmic. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, and not tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And you can move this bottom a little bit left or right. It's hooked up at the top, of course, and you can swing the bottom a little bit left or right until you find the correct angle that it ticks rhythmically. This is all about keeping it running. It's not about making it run faster or slower. And you can see here that I've put little push pins on either side. Once I found the angle where it stays running and keeps ticking evenly, then I secure it at that angle. I might be more tempted in my house to do this with something a little less obtrusive looking. Maybe safety, not safety pins, but needles or small nails. You could put them even back in the corners back here. But you should try to secure it on the wall at the angle that it stays running and keeps ticking evenly. Setting it, you can go forwards, but you should go backwards. Take the minute hand and just go backwards, around and around and around. Stop at the right time. You might hear these little noises in here, right there and right there. If you don't go past that noise, it might not get the first half hour or hour it comes to. But this is how you're supposed to set it. You can go backwards, even if it starts to cuckoo. I'm going to pretend now that it's running. Watch what happens. This clock is designed to be set by going backwards, and it knows where it's at. So set it by going backwards. You can go forwards with a minute hand, but when you cross over a half hour or an hour, you should stop and let it cuckoo and play. So that can take a long time. This is designed to be set by going backwards. It might miss again the first half hour or hour it comes to, but it will correct itself. Winding, you can take all three chains at once if you like and just pull the weights up, but don't help the weights up. Just pull them up somehow, and don't help them up though. The pendulum is adjustable for speed. Lower is slower. So that little shield goes up and down on the wooden rod, and it's lower for slower. If it runs too fast or slow and you care, you can always just move the minute hand a little bit if it's running a little slow or fast. But if you want to try to make it more accurate, you can adjust it by sliding that shield up and down. Lower for slower. I'm going to close this little door for shipping and do a couple things in the back, and I hope to tell you about those too.